Gary, a bit of a disappointing exit from the Cup today. Are you able to give us your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, listen, really disappointing. We had a chance today coming to a really good stadium to show that we're a decent team. And if we had showed that, you know, it's still open to debate whether we would have been good enough to win the game or not. But I never really thought we gave an account to ourselves. I thought the shape that we started with to the shape that Dunfermline started with Michael coming in and the changes and the way that they played, it caused us issues. We tried to make a couple of tactical changes in the first half, but nothing really helped. And we were 2-0 down for two really poor goals for our point of view. We spoke to the players at half time again about trying to just change a couple of things, and the biggest thing was just making sure that we were in the game, and if we could get a goal back at 75, 80 minutes, then, you know, we could make it a nervy 10 or 15 minutes for them. We shot ourselves in the foot within and what, you know, it was what we spoke about at half time, just to make sure that we didn't allow the ball to go right through the middle of the pitch, because it had been happening too many times in the first half. And 90 seconds in, it's happened and we've lost the goal, and really at 3-0 the game's over. And then it's about damage limitation as well, trying to get some players on the pitch to get minutes and making sure that people like Kai and Blair that are coming back for injuries, that they're not playing too long and they pick up an injury, because, you know, it's highly unlikely you're going to come back for 3-0. So we then had to take care of some of the players, but a disappointing day. As I say, even at our best it may not have been good enough, but I definitely expected us to give a better account of ourselves, and I include myself in that. Listen, it's not me and the players, we're a collective. You know, we obviously the way that we set up wasn't right. The way we tried to press, which we normally get spot on, wasn't right today. And too many of the players underperformed as well. So when you put all of that together, as well as giving away bad goals, you know, it's a bit of a recipe for, I don't want to say a disaster, but it sort of explains what happened today. And as I say, I thought Dunfermline played well. They got a bounce with their new manager. There was a spring in their step, and they deservedly won the game.
The fans were able to see the new two signings today. Do you feel they kind of come on and changed the dynamic a wee bit?
I think it was important to get them game time into the group. Obviously, Scott more involved in the game, because in the middle of the pitch, you know, it was a constant battle. And I thought he was neat and tidy in what he'd done. Obviously, he's not played competitive since October. So I think maybe 30 minutes he got today, 25, 30 minutes was about the right amount of time, and we'll have to just build him up like that. But I thought he'd done okay. Very difficult for Ben coming on, because we didn't have a lot of the ball. We're 3-0 down, he's playing against two experienced centre-halves. But he walked away, you know, he walked away. I think if Kinley had been a little bit tidier with a pass, he may have actually got himself through and goal. So it's important that we introduce them to the group, but also important that we don't expect too much for them too soon. A little bit unfortunate for Corey that he never got on the pitch today. You know, he's done well for us in recent matches, but we just felt that we had to try and get some minutes into Ross Taylor, into Scott McGill, into Scott Tomlinson. It was important Kelsey got back on the pitch, who's coming back for injury. Great that they all got a little bit of game time, but overall, you know, it's a sense of frustration and disappointment, because I did expect us to put on a better show than that today, and unfortunately we never. You know, there was good numbers through as well. You know, the fans were great. We were over in the corner, and we need to. It's one of these games where we can't just forget it. You know, as an individual, as a coaching staff, we have to go and analyse it, and the players have to look at their clips and watch the game back. But it's also important that when we cover the video work on Tuesday, that we put that to bed and we don't let it derail our season. It was a poor performance, it was a poor result, yes. You have to put your hands up and acknowledge that. But we've still got a lot to play for this season, you know, we've got a lot to play for. And we need to make sure that we're back at it on Saturday against Cove.
Thanks very much for your time, Gary.
Cheers, thank you.